Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. It's your brother J.D. Nijah, Word of Truth channel. Bible teaching. With Jeff Deloach. Ay, caramba. It's really warm here right now. We got cloud cover. Oh, we went through some really cold, sunny weather. Now we got some cloud cover, and it's nice and warm and humid. Heavenly Father, bless the message. My brothers and sisters, your children, your lovely Masha people, being Iman, Rastafari, I and I. Rise, Zion. We love you, we honor you, we praise you, we bow before you, because you are our God and we are your children, your servants, the ones who follow you wherever you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. You're welcome. So in that movie, fucking warm, hot. In that movie Gladiator 2, there was a lot of reference to eternal life and regeneration. A lot of truth drops. A lot of truth drops. All about courage, discipline, knowing who you are, staying in your lane, doing what you need to do for you, doing what you need to do for you. And making sure that it's good for those you love. So anyway, there's enough pain in this life for you. Why would you carry it on to the next life? What we do in life echoes into eternity. So I was thinking about this story of the rich man and the beggar, the rich man and Lazarus. You can read, I was thinking you could read it two ways. You could read it like you live once and you die. Every man is appointed once to die, and then the judgment. If you don't understand that judgment takes place on the earth, then you think judgment takes place in heaven. That's not where judgment takes place. Heaven, you can't be judged in heaven, because in the spiritual realm, everything's in order. So to exercise your soul, to get you in shape, to get you back into righteous shape, you're cleansed. You have to come down here and serve out your judgment per Ecclesiastes 3:15. And I saw under the heavens, I saw the place under the sun. There was judgment there. Under the sun is right here, right? Under the sun. So in the Lazarus and the rich man, let me read it and then I'll explain something that came to me on the story. It says, this is Jesus speaking. Red letter, the blood is speaking. Verse 19, Luke 16:19. Luke 16:19. Homeless dude with a skateboard and a sleeping bag over his shoulder. Man, it's fucked up. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. The dogs cared more about Lazarus than this rich fucker. The dogs felt sorry for him, but the rich man... Anyway, and it came to pass, that was funny that the homeless guy walked by. Can't help everyone. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. The angels carried him to Abraham's bosom, and the other guy was buried. What is that really saying? That some of us are going to be more attached to the earth. He got put back into the earth that he loved so much. Carnal. But Lazarus knew the Lord, and the angels brought his spirit up from the earth. The difference between going down to Sheol, going down to the earth, coming back down to the earth. See, what I'm thinking this is actually talking about is the difference between going up into the kingdom or being in the kingdom state of mind. You're in a spiritual state of mind. You're not in a carnal, I hate white people, that other nations can't make it, the Gentiles are actually Israel, Joseph is the father of Jesus. Nonsense. You're not in some kind of psychotic trance that the devil puts you in. You actually know that the best thing for you is to think about God and think about love instead of thinking about hate and separation and division and yourself. No, we're the ones. We're the prophets. We have 100% truth. Bullshit. That was weird. It looked like one of my bartenders, but it wasn't. So anyway, sorry. And in hell, Hades, it was hot. It was Hades. It was hellish. And in Hades, he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeing Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he might dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Let's look at that. I am tormented in this flame. What is this flame? Is it a hot place in hell? I think it's being tortured by your own. Let me look it up. I would say it's more like being tortured in your own mind. You just don't get it. Zechariah 14:12. So you're not going to really know how messed up you were or how messed up you are until after you die, and the Lord's going to reveal to you where you missed the mark, where you goofed it. We're all going to have to take a licking, because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to go, fuck, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't get it. Sorry, Lord, I'm sorry, I didn't get it. For I am tormented in this flame. Zechariah 14:12. And men shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. So in the last video, we were talking about Jesus telling the apostles, stay home, stay in Jerusalem, stay in the book, stay in the truth. Don't get led off by some punks that are going to put you in a wheelbarrow and dump you in a ditch like black Hebrew Israelites or Mormons or Catholics. Or stay in the book. Don't let people tell you there's a rapture, there's a Trinity, there's three different gods. This is a monotheistic religion, people. They came up with all this shit to fuck up your soul. The key verse, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. They fought against the truth. Jerusalem, I've already said it, is another. When you read Jerusalem in a lot of places, like especially in prophecy, that means Benjamin and Judah and the priest. Don't fight against the servants of the Lord, the kings, the priests, and the prophets. Jerusalem is the kings, the priests, and the prophets. Don't fight against the truth. Otherwise, you're going to get smashed like these dumbass black Hebrew Israelites that think they're so chosen, so special, so 100% truth. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. These guys say you're going to get hit by nuclear weapons. Let's think spiritually, people. What's that mean? Your flesh will consume away while you stand on your feet. Good example. Ghetto Mike, Matt, King David. These part of diabetes, and I think that's maybe why you see so many black people with diabetes. They're under the curse. They're so proud and they're so full of themselves, they think they can just smoke black and whites and eat Doritos and McDonald's and on and on and on. Do whatever they want. Hit some crack pipes. Drink them some Hennessy. It gives you diseases and your flesh dies. Your flesh will consume away while you stand upon your feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes. They can't see. It's not nuclear radiation. It's not nukes. These guys are so carnal. Your eyes will consume. Your eyes are going to melt. Tahar was going into this today. Melt. You're going to melt. It's going to be. Let's look up melt. Do you know what melt is? Like an ice cream, it melts. It means it loses its integrity. It puddles up. It melts away. It turns into a different substance because it goes from cold to hot, from solid to liquid. It changes its physical consistency. Melt. He's going into melt like it's something that we don't know what it is. I'm like, is this fucking nigga fucking for real? He's giving us a lesson on the word melt. Holy cow. So anyway, let's talk about spiritual things. Their flesh will consume away, decay, corruption. You'll see corruption. That's why Matt can't be King David. David said, I will not see corruption. I will not see decay. He's decaying before our eyes and telling us he's not going to decay. He needs blood every few days because he's decaying. His body isn't functioning. His flesh is consuming away. Do you understand? Matt, are you retarded? What happened to you, dude? Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, in your sockets. You're not going to be able to see the truth. That's the plague. Not that you can't see the sand dune right here. Not that you can't see the phone. That you can't see the spiritual realm. You're in a carnal, cuckoo, rich man mentality. Oh, I'm the best. I got the 100% truth. According to the Bible. No, that's your brain decaying away. Your eyes can't see. And then what's it say? And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You can't speak anything true. Your tongue is ruined. You've ruined yourself with thinking you're something you're not. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of their neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. What are we saying? I'm telling you, man, it goes back. These guys are the devil. They want to lay hands on people. Even among themselves, they have their own little cliques. Oh, I hate IUIC. Oh, Sakari doesn't have the truth. Oh, GMS is the only one we're the true prophets of Israel. Blah, blah, blah. Throw up on yourself. They don't know how to love. They wouldn't know love if it fell on their fucking foot. Everyone will lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem. Right? They're fighting against Benjamin. They're fighting against me. They're fighting against the servants. They're fighting against the ones that stayed home. They don't even know what they're supposed to be doing. Judah is so proud. We're the kings. I'm King David. They're like the rich man. They're so proud that they know a couple things about the Bible that now all of a sudden, oh yeah, they just keep saying the same thing. We're the Israelites. White people are going to die. White man's the fucking devil. It's a big circle jerk. fucking playing with themselves. And Judah shall fight against Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and apparel in great abundance. And so shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel, and of the ass, and of all the beasts that shall be in these tents, as this plague. What's it saying? These beasts, these carnal people, all the carnal people, we're going to rapture out of here. We're going to be gone. No, you're not going anywhere. It says all the beasts that are in these tents. What are these tents? These camps, right? What do you camp in? A tent. I'm telling you, people. What's it mean? What's it mean? Tents. Camps. Let's get it. The ass is the donkey. The beasts are the cattle. The tents are the camps. And the plague is so shall this be. So shall this plague be. This plague, these people are sick. They're plagued by this same thing that plagued Lazarus. Their tongues are consuming in their mouths. Their eyes are consuming out of their heads. They're not going to be able to see. They're blind. And Abraham's son, remember that thou in thy lifetime, back to Luke. So we figured out what I am tormented in this flame means. They're not going to know how fucked up they are until they die. And then they're going to be tormented with shame for being so fucking wicked. We're all going to have to take a licking. No one gets away without getting spanked. You wouldn't be here if you didn't need a spanking. The sooner you realize you need to get a spanking, maybe you can ask the Lord for some mercy and say, I didn't know what I didn't know. I tried my best. I tried to study to make myself approved. That's what I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to teach you how to lessen that fucking whooping. No one escapes. And Abraham's son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. What does this hearken? Why did this whole movie thing about what we do in life echoes in eternity? It's the slingshot effect. It's the regeneration. You know? You got to come back and fix your fuck-ups. You got to get judged for your stupidity. You got to get judged for your ignorance. You've got to open your eyes to the truth and have some courage and fight for what's right. And what's right is loving each other and loving God and knowing you are His creation and basically bowing down. You're not in control. Gabar, you can't say where you're going. The only reason He gave me what He gave me is because He trusts me to know I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge. Everything that I do, I trust that He's the one that led me to do it. I have no will of my own. It's hard to put that one in your Rolodex and have something to remember. You are not in charge. Get over yourself. So he says, son, remember in your lifetime you received good things and Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted and you are tormented. What is that saying? When you come back after you die, they both died, right? And now the shoe's on the other foot. Next time these black Hebrew Israelites come back, they're not going to be able to say shit. Their tongue's consumed out of their mouth. Their eyes can't see. Part of the reason I am as weird as I am, because I've been through this a few times. I've been blinded, see, talk, not heard, talk, not heard. It's a whole different realm. I've seen both sides enough times to know that I'm not going to push for everything good for me. And I'm not going to be evil to people. I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth being a lying fucking idiot just to get what you want in this life because you think this is your only life. You think this is it? You're out of your fucking skull. I don't really know what more to say. It's the same. I say the same thing. I try and say it different every day. I try and pull up new. It has to be new. What's new about this? We realize Jesus is talking about, dude, you were an evil fucker in your last life. Now you're gonna get tormented. You had all the good shit. Now you're gonna get fucked. Lazarus, he got fucked on his last life. Now he's spiritually alive.